Yes, Stella is back in action. She needed, you know, let's just say maybe she got injured. She needed a couple of weeks shore leave. Look at this. Looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? The image here. Small, frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Noveria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Noveria's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. Oh wow, really? Transcodes. Well, I suppose this was a decent place for the break.
SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy.
I'm a Spectre, you scrubs. Let me in.
On arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Aw, you missed the lore. Did some Dark Souls. Oh yeah, I know. I saw on Twitter that you were gonna play Dark Souls, and was sad to miss it. I hope it was fun. Do you know what you're gonna stream tonight? Dee 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 dee. I gotta say, you guys, I love this bit. I love docking and actually having to exit the ship yourself. Such immersion. Hey, who do we bring? Zero people watching, yeah. Many people still don't know why the stream suddenly, you know, goes down when transcodes kick in. K Froster, hello there. What's up, Ken? By the way, sorry, Ken. I've been giving you various joking nicknames lately. I only do it to people who I hope can take it. Froster's in the house. Who's also a streamer. Oops, Katzer. I will try to give the shoutouts this time without forgetting. Froster, I guess you mainly stream Warframe and Mass Effect. You can take it. Alright. But who do we bring? Who do we bring, you guys? Do we bring Liara? Everybody always brings Liara. But maybe we should. I think Stella would. He's married to you. He can take it. Alright. Quality. Wait, who? Oh, right, Ice did the quality thing. Yes. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that the broadcast, you know, goes down and not a lot of people know why, so they might not refresh. They'll simply leave. Liara and Tali. I don't think I ever brought Tali before. But who do we bring for the shenanigans before we leave for peak 15? Maybe Rex and Tali. Yeah, let's do it.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Yeah, I do get blasted.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
You do blast me a lot about that. Who doesn't? Rex and Rex. God damn it. Hey, what was the sound command again? Impossible. This thing is
fucking impossible.
Oh, it's so silent. I'll need to find a way to make that louder. Hey, it's Miss Cheerful.
That's far enough.
Stella is reasonable.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo.
She bites.
Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm with the council. Stella is proud of her Spectre status.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We
Oh!
will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Get informed, Miss Sterling.
Don't try it.
Let's not start a fight.
Why not?
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
You're gonna, hey, okay, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but
Get out of here.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
nice water. Marauder. Can't wait to try Assassin. The Drill Assassin. And I know you're not talking about Mass Effect.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Analeas. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Her time will come. Her time will come.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You
We are
understand
legion.
our security chief was only doing her job.
Driz,
One of my
though,
duties is orientation of new
Erden
arrivals.
69.
Do you have any questions?
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. That was rude, I know, right? Hanar urinal. Well, there is a Hanar here.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
You'd need a sorry lawyer. I was wondering if maybe that was one of your peeps, Ash. All side missions. I don't know. I'm planning to complete a very large majority of the game. We'll see. We'll see. So, are Asari lawyers like the best in the galaxy? It's kind of implied.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's flunky? Where?
Can I speak with her?
Alright, Dristo.
15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Thanks for following and watching. The pleasant Jana voice. Why can't she state her real business in the pleasant voice? She goes, Commander, please. When she reveals her real identity. Or, well, yeah.
That's where I need to be then.
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
If Lady Benezia is here, it might be wise to bring Niara along. She knows her mother better than we do.
Hey, cheers. Cheers, man. What is going on? Hey, Shadowclaw. Hey, I have to do mine. Ding, 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 ding. I haven't decided how Stella is gonna get out of Port Hanshan yet.
For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Yeah, Staken, although I think any squad mate, even Rex would mention it, depending on who else is in the squad. So many turbos. Yeah. Yeah, but I think one squad mate will always mention bringing Liara along. Last time, the way Yaya got off Port Hanshan, she just reported the Hinner. She was like, "Alright, I'll smuggle for you, buddy." Hey, Analeas.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
Are you kidding? Stella would never agree to this.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it.
This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help.
Could I buy something now?
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
How am I playing this character? Well, I have this. And then this. Smell the flowers. Enjoy all the things. Yeah. She feels like she needs to prove a lot of things. She feels she's proud to be representing humanity, and she's compassionate, and she wants to please everybody. Sort of. Let's see if we could get some Quarian armors. We could. Let's see. Is it much better? Oh, it kind of is. I might get this if this guy doesn't have anything else. Make Tali yellow. Yeah, but if there's anything else you want to know, feel free to ask. Those commands are kind of just like there for the basic information. Yeah. And I might mention it again. This is only the fourth stream of this playthrough, so we've only been to Eden Prime and all that, and
has the other reconsidered this
nope.
one's?
Whoops.
I'm just browsing right now.
Only been to Eden Prime and Therum before this.
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
And did a few assignments. Did the Luna assignment just now.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Inconveniencing. I didn't know that was a verb. Let's use standard items. I would love some better armor as well. Hey, this is pretty good. Let's get the licenses though. Yes, Ashley's here. Hey, what's up, Steam Camel? Oh, how expensive is this thing? It's not that expensive. Cost. Let's do it, you guys. Sorta here. Yeah, figured. Yeah, thank you, Ice. Yeah, I'm facing the other way. I decided that it was silly to have a mirrored face cam because all the text was always mirrored as well, which caused confusion. So I decided to unmirror the face cam, and I didn't want to be looking away from the game, so I decided to just put it on the right side instead, so I can still look, you know, at the game. Yeah, let's buy it. Let's just do it. Can we still get the other armor though?
Has the other reconsidered this one's?
Maybe later.
Of course.
Oh, I can't. I can't. I'd have to earn some credits first. Well, let's put on that armor. Sweet. We'll only ever be able to wear the swimsuit armor, the light armor. But it's fine. No, this is not the other half of my face. I still have the face cam on the same spot. It's literally the same image, but it's mirrored. I actually have a skin thing on the other eye, which you guys can't see. Which is why I put the face cam more like on the other side, on one side. Hey Sully, what's up? Yeah, it's going well. Glad to be back with Mass Effect 1. We're on Noveria at the moment. We did the Luna mission with the Rogue VI before this, for warm-up. And now we're about to figure out how to leave Port Tension. Alright. Let's talk to Annalise, alright? It's the right thing to do. Stella is trying to behave. Like an eyelid. I don't know. The skin around my right eye constantly looks like I've been punched in the face, in the eye. I don't know what's up with that.
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annalise.
One moment, please. Mr. Annalise?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Always a pleasant experience talking to the Port Tension administrator.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
Insulting us. Dude.
I'm here as a Spectre, not a human. Keep that in mind.
Believe me, that is foremost in my mind. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Yeah, looks like I was in a fight, but I wasn't really. Alright, Donald. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
Yeah, fighting. You guys know I go to the arena frequently. Gladiator battles.
The sorry matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at peak 15.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Venezia from taking them.
I run a fight club? Damn it. We've been compromised.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
You guys, you have no idea what you've done. Letting these guys through.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
So we drive.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
I have no more questions at this time.
Aw, thank you, Sarah.
I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Thank you indeed. Making me blush. What history did I choose for my Shepard? If you want to read the backstory, I have it. But yeah, it's a spacer and soul survivor. So had a good upbringing and all that. Had 2 parents
Mr.
until.
This isn't the only one with a past to leave Hanshan.
Ooh. But yeah, in this Shepard story, her father passed away when she was a teenager, and that led to some things.
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analaeus.
Just try to look a bit more suspicious, Mrs. Secret Agent Jana. Not gonna be a snitch? No.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Built into the mountains. Wrote backstories for all of your... Oh wow, really? Nice. Yeah, I once tried to do a bit of a backstory for the Soul Survivor thing. The background with Shepard surviving and her whole unit being devoured by Thresher moths. But I just suck at creative writing. I'm pretty good at writing essays and, you know, boring boring text, but I can't write creative for the life of me. Couldn't write creative to save my life. Not at all. But yeah, I tried something, but it never, I wasn't happy with it, so I never published it anywhere. I don't think I even kept it for myself, or like kept the file, whatever it was. What was Lorik Keen, maybe?
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Analaeus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
This, I think, is mostly Turian, Elanus Risk Control.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Oh, that wolf is so cute.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Yeah, Neruf, this is a new Shepard. I typically do new Shepards. I feel like there's, I want to change the background, I want to change the class, I want to change the name. I think back in my PS3 days, I did a couple of NG plus playthroughs, but after that I've only started over with new Shepards, really. Including the ones I've streamed so far. Spooky. Alright. Let's just investigate the garage. Check it out. See if leaving it is actually as hard as everyone is putting it out to be. You know nothing, Jones. Necro again!
From Asari Beauty Center to Ms. Starbucks 2190. Dear Ms. Starbucks 2190, we heard you were injured in your last mission. Skin around your eye. Here is a coupon for our beauty center at the Citadel. Please mention us in your next interview. Regards, ABC.
Asari Beauty Center, ABC. Aww. Well, thank you so much, Necro. You and your sneaky donations. Thank you so much, man. And welcome to tonight's stream. Hope you're doing well. You still busy? I just love the elaborate donation message stories. I should compile them somewhere. I should totally compile them into a paste bin. The story, the amazing adventures of Necro. Oh. Small sign on the door reads, Synthetic Insights temporarily closed. Hold on. 8 out of 10.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. What can I do for you today?
The chillest Turian in the galaxy. Hey, sweet. Billy host. Cheers. Billion. Local news.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetic Insights was shut down by Annihilus. And the matriarch came through.
Yeah, I kinda like Billion. I only now realized it's a compromise between Alien and Billy. Matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
Work. Alright. It's all good. Okay, Necro, have fun lurking, and thanks again. I'll be sure to use that coupon at the beauty center. Damn, I would need to extend those, like, the time the donation thingy is on screen. I would need to extend that to like 30 seconds or something. Hey, what's up, OP? How are you doing tonight?
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
Damn, all the spam bots.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name.
Lee.
Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
Wait, did I just ask that? Oh.
What was that about synthetic insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. Sentinel shut down SI's offices. Quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
By DI. Wait, what's that? Oh! Right. Mixed feelings.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Oh!
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
Alright, sorry.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
Yeah, I wish I could get into Inquisition. I'm sure it's a very enjoyable game. But with me, if I don't fall in love with it, I just lose interest in it immediately. Or I never really... Yeah, it needs to be a perfect match. Nice logo. Alright, we'll talk to Keene. Dwarf mage. Yeah, well, I guess the multiplayer, if you're used to Mass Effect 3 multiplayer and like that kind of multiplayer, I think the Dragon Age Inquisition, I mean, it looks very much like Dragon Age combat to me. I don't think the multiplayer modes are any more comparable to each other than the franchises at large, so yeah. But I think those who enjoy Dragon Age in general and Dragon Age combat are probably more likely to enjoy the Dragon Age multiplayer as well. Grandest beards can't use magic. Alright, you guys. I'll leave you here with this fantastic club music, bar music, lounge music. And I will take my first break. Won't be long, just a couple of minutes. If you need to do anything, do it now. See you soon. Whoops, that's not the right one. It's the right one. Alrighty, I am back. Yeah, I mean, it's not the bot's fault that, I mean, it's not the bot who treats it as a link. It's, you know, it's simply Twitch chat. It's a Twitch chat syntax thing. You put a full stop in there. You put a dot in there, so Twitch chat formats it like a link that you can click, and the bot doesn't care, you know, what it actually says in there. The bot can't tell if it was a typo. So the bot knows only as well as the Twitch chat, so to speak. But yeah, the R word is blacklisted because typically it's used it's used casually in a different sense. And yeah, I know you can actually just talk about it without using it to be funny or, you know, in a casual sense, but I find it better to just blacklist it altogether. Well, yeah, but that's the word that initially purged you, and then you got purged for the link because you formatted it like a link, or it was formatted like a link. Yeah, hey, Master Assassin. Oh, my last run was an insanity run as well. And hey, Fuzzy, what's going on? What word? Well, it's not that important. Yeah. Use grape instead. Okay. Although you're not supposed to try to circumvent it and basically use the same word. You didn't see my last playthrough, Master Assassin? It was an adept insanity run. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, we have so little in the medicine talent. Medicine unlocked. Neural shock. Advanced first aid. Let's just go medic. Let's just go medic, you guys. Typically I delegate this to my teammates. No, it wasn't. That is not blacklisted. Yeah, and blacklisted words are blacklisted for a reason. We don't need... Yeah, exactly. Move along. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Points 14. Shall we give shotguns to Rex? Hell yes. Rex needs shotguns, I think. Fitness, combat. Let's do heavy armor. Let's give Rex heavy armor. Oh. My tea will have steeped. Oh, it smells so good! And finally, the N7 is not mirrored anymore. Excellent. I'm pretty good, Master Assassin, thank you. Had an exam today, and I'm happy with how it went, so just chilling out now. How are you doing? Let's give him all the health regen. Sweet. Let's see. Tali. Oh, she doesn't need first aid. Technically, no one of my teammates. Which exam? It was an exam in linguistic typology. It deals with, like, basically comparing all languages in the world and trying to discover what is universal. What elements can you find in all languages? And also, why do languages vary? Why does the word order vary in some languages? Why are there languages? There are languages with the same word, with the Yoda word order. And yeah, typology is trying to investigate Well, what's the reason for all that? Try to explain why do languages vary like that? Why do they solve problems in different ways? Basic armor. Let's do these. Well, yeah, that would be more like lexical typology. It's a specific field of typology. But more like, well, a trivial universal could be any language has vowels, you know. You can't have language and that doesn't have vowels. But also things like every language, basically the universals are a bit trivial. There are more complicated universals, like if a language has this, it has that. Patterns involving many parameters that are interesting. Did I play the beta? No, I just watched my husband play it. Graphics look amazing, gameplay looks not very intriguing. I don't think I would play it. Exam to become a Spectre? Yeah, that too. I passed. Where's that from, Airwall? Or did you just make it up? Seems like a quote. Alright, you wanted to speak to me?
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Excuse me. Hey, Kestrel Port. Greenberg! He's like, isn't he like the OG typologist in a way? I know his name was mentioned in the book I read. The book I read was Typology and Universals by someone called Croft. But yeah, Greenberg was, of course, you know... I mean, yeah, but he was the first to do a lot of that stuff. And there wasn't data available at the time. But yeah, a lot of his universals have been disproved since. But he was still an important figure.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone.
Do you know who I am?
That makes you ideal for my
Damn,
job.
Stella.
You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Portal 2 updating a lot lately. Damn it, my liquids just weren't coming out. Why me?
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
Okay, yeah, I've also only done one term. Just a few weeks, basically. Genetics and biotics. Well, I don't know. Sure, they are related in a way, but not that closely. I mean, they're different concepts. I don't understand anything of what you just said, Airwall.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
Veldar, the idea was that they were triggered because of the Asari commandos being flown in. I mean, these companies are constantly spying on each other, so they got suspicious when Binary Helix was to, you know, or when the Asari, you know, arrived. Exposing ESO to Quarians would kill them outright. Oh well, yeah, it's impossible to say. Yeah, as far as we know, there's no biotic Quarians. It sounds like, well, they have weak immune systems. It's really only just speculation to guess. To guess why Quarians couldn't be biotic. I don't know. Maybe their systems just can't handle it. We do know that if you're exposed to ESO, but you do not develop the nodes, you get you get pretty much cancer instead, or something really bad happens to you instead. Start and we are go check and join. Join what?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
Well, Veldar, can you tell us how genetics are involved? I mean, yeah, sure. Maybe, you know, nervous systems? But DNA, genetics, is everywhere in the body. Don't just be, you know, sure, question things and stuff, but please explain why it is so stupid.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on the bed.
Beat it.
I have to talk to you in Immorta. It's mandatory. Yeah, but who knows? Who knows? We just know that they're pretty much... there's no mention of biotic Quarians.
I said beat it. Go find something else to do, stupid mammal.
Airwall, why are you spamming the chat with long quotes?
If you don't stop poking me, I'll throw you off that balcony.
Master Assassin, what are you on about?
Beat it.
Beat it. Okay, I get it. Damn. Haven't talked to Keen yet. DNA mutates to develop the... Where does that... I don't know if there's any references made to genetics or DNA specifically. It seems like a chance thing. That you're exposed to ESO. I mean, it's all about the nervous system. Either the nodules will form, or they won't. I feel like you just... maybe, you know... could ease up a bit on the, you know, the complaining. Tasuki 2015, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Security logs. Unauthorized transmission. Not sure if you will receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative that you make your way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately.
I said beat it.
Wait, what did I just do? There was music. Have I already done the thing? I didn't pay attention.
Go find something else to do, stupid mammal.
Your genes alter? Well, have you considered that? Why would Tali know that? It's pretty advanced knowledge about biotics in that case.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Consider how much Shepard doesn't know at this point. I mean, the characters ask questions because the player doesn't know it either.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Turned off the drones. I did. Yeah, we didn't even talk to Keen yet, though.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Hated this part of the game, really? I kind of like this part, actually.
Are you Lord Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
These own biotics are basic biology. Okay then. Spectre me? Aw. We wouldn't try to deny it at this point.
Trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption.
Yeah,
The
Zaid.
administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
Yeah, exactly, Zaid. There's just... Mass Effect 2 is a lot more segmented. You don't get access to a huge area at once, and you, like, move through a mission. And, oh, really nice. Yeah, you just move through a mission, and then it just ends, and you get picked up. But how can that happen in a being that already exists? How can... I thought that's a thing that happens over generations. I'm not sure I understand. I mean, I would consider myself to know basic biology. But I didn't think you can just change a being's DNA, a creature's DNA just like that. Like genetic, well, information. And I'm really asking because I can't remember references to that specifically in the codex entries and stuff about biotics. So I'm just trying to find out, see if there's something I've missed.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Ah.
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
Wonder what Nathak are. Biotics don't actually work.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
I'm interested.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
Fro! I know that line.
Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary.
I use it sometimes.
There's members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I am disinclined to acquiesce to your request. It's, holy shit, what's his name? The pirate dude. The pirate villain. In the Pirates of the Caribbean. Nathak.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
From all I've heard, blizzards are quite common here.
Back again. What can this old Turian do for you today?
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Analeas.
Indeed.
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes. You need to get into the garage. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I
Hey, what's up, Pooh?
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. And do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
I know Shadow Broken. I never exploited though. It's not just yet. It's after you do his thingy. Favorite movie of all time? Yeah, it's pretty high up on the list for me as well. I actually enjoyed the first Pirates of the Caribbean a lot. The subsequent ones, not so much. In fact, not at all, really. Whoopsie! Didn't mean to draw my gun on you. Or did I? Alright. Gonna do some office cleaning. We can save in the elevator, I think. Let's save here. Yeah, there's also a bit of an Easter egg, a reference to Pirates of the Caribbean in this game. There's a planet called Anti-Rum-Gon.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Analeus is paying you to
We
shake
are
this place
Legion.
down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Analeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Success. For adult.
We are Legion.
Subreddits. Hey, a Rendevile? Sorry if I said that wrong. And Night Trippa. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the channel.
Hostile spotted.
Overkill.
Go, go, go!
Damn.
Go, go, go!
Oh right, my biotics work again.
Go, go, go!
Or not, because this guy has such strafing strats. Oh, they used sabotage on me. Damn! Need to take these guys out. What the hell happened to my singularity? Did I use that? Everybody's on cooldown. Help! Carnage, please. Melee attack. Hell yes. How did all my biotics suddenly go into cooldown? Did I use all of them? That's strange. Yeah, the strafing was really strong. Some of the best strafing I've ever seen. Maybe they use damping? Yeah, sabotage is a lot more common. I think... Yeah, they must have used damping on all of us. No. I think it's, yeah, it's easy decryption. Might get some use for those. Easy decryption, easy life. Ah, really? Shadow Broker? That's good to hear. Yeah, it's my favorite games too of all time. By far. This is pretty much the only only game series I play. I also play the multiplayer a lot. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Kill 'em all.
Wait, what? Oh. Hi. The chair got lifted as well. Yeah, I think she will fall down. Oh boy. Hey, welcome back, Trooper. Full name is Shadow Broker N7. A Shadow Broker with N7 training. Guards have immunity and shield boost only. Yeah, but it sure seemed like... Hey, Vendetta, welcome back. How's it going? It sure seemed like all our powers just went into cooldown simultaneously. I thought you needed to be... You're here today again. That you are. There was so much rejoicing. Always nice to see people come back. Polonium rounds. Ah, computer. Let's get that evidence. Success. Oh look, more Hanar urinals. Star again, play PS3. I played this on PS3 at first. Ooh, Miss Sunshine has come to greet us.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
I started out on PS3, then played a little bit on the Xbox as well because we had the games for it, and then moved on to PC and finally Wii U. Hey, I know who you are.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Alright, let's see if Kyra Sterling can fly. Zoom. Is that like a sniper? Whee! No, actually, let's do it like this. Aw, yeah. Goodbye, Miss. Love Happy Krogan dog. Yeah. Krogan have cops? What do you mean, Krogan?
I will destroy you.
Go away. Oh, we have a sniper. Take care of him. Shit, that guy's using immunity. Wait, neural shock maybe? Ah, it hurts. Whoa, that sniper pinning us down. Can't use AI hacking though. Come on, Rex. Attack! Hell yes. You like the N7 characters. Yeah, so do I. Levitate the chairs, purposefully fling them. To an extent, I think you can. Yeah, the Shadow is my favorite. I also like the Slayer and the Fury and the Demolisher. The one that I play the least is probably... It's probably the Destroyer. But the Soldiers are in general my least played class. Not because I don't like using guns, but because I like using guns and other things as well. Powers, stuff. Come on. Whoopsie. Need a lift? Bum. Whoop, says host. Good thing I just finished the combat. there's an inside joke here that whenever, you know, size 16s hosts me, I tend to die in the game. It mostly stems from that quote, and it may have happened a few times, actually. Coincidence, of course. I hardly ever die. Take all. Quick save. Quick. Oh, there's still an enemy hanging out here. Ooh, it's a sniper. Better watch out. Alright, Keen. We have your evidence. Pistol and snipers. Forgot your game in your car. Well, can you go get it? What are you doing here?
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, Shadow Broker, indeed. I'm just gonna call you Broker. Hope that's fine. We're also, I think we talked about it for the first time. Was it this morning? It's so many hours ago. But yeah, I think it was mentioned this morning that we should, on N7 Day, we should get all the Mass Effect streamers, especially the ones that do multiplayer as well. We should get them together and just play and stream together on N7 Day. It would be beautiful. But of course, you know, then we could watch, if there's any kind of scheduled event that Bioware is going to do, we can just watch that together as well. Hang out in some channel. Alright, we'll talk to Jana.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
That voice change.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
The schemes.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Lorik is offering a lot of money. A pass can open one door. Credits can open many.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Pay me.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
Favor for a favor. Sis, I'm saving the galaxy here.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
Uh-huh.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Alright.
Alright. I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
I don't think that would be allowed, Zaid. I think the Normandy has to stay right where it is. They probably couldn't just, you know... I mean, they were required to dock at the port. They wouldn't be allowed to just fly anywhere.
What sort of offer?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They don't write them down on things for
Full benefits, of course.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Testify.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeas.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it?
Ooh.
I have no interest in a public spectacle.
I always take this one. Been a while since I played as Paragon.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeas' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Analeas. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Sweet. Broker, I'm having a bit of trouble understanding what you're saying. If there's any way you could try to be a bit more clear, it would help me understand. I also just realized that Rex has the helmet on. Well, Stella doesn't. Oh crap, I forgot to give him better assault rifle. Oh well, I guess he mainly uses... Oh crap, he has a crappy shotgun as well. Yeah, I mean... It's okay, Broker. I mean, I appreciate you trying. I understand that it's probably not your native language. But, if you can, you know... Yeah. Try to be a bit more clear. I would have an easier time understanding what you mean. But it's good that you try. Let's go toxic. Broker, you don't have to share, but or tell me, but I'm curious. What is your native language? You don't have to tell me, but I'm just curious. I love languages. Well, now Rex is a bit better geared. See, I don't think we have any armors. No. Indeed not. I don't know, Zaid. In fact, if I was to say that, I would probably use the English expression. You start learning English? Oh, okay. Spanish. Ah, I see. Yo hablo un poco español. Wait, did I mix in some Italian? It's possible. I learned Italian first, then Spanish. I always mix them up. What is it? Uno. I don't know. Really, no Italian in there. Okay. Okay then. I always find myself insecure these days. Oh man, we couldn't get the nice Quarian armor for Tali. Too bad. ¿Cómo estás? Yo estoy bien. Gracias. ¿Y tú? Yeah, that's the level of Spanish that I can speak at the moment. I'm learning Spanish. I actually have Spanish class tomorrow. It's a beginner's course. Yeah, I was. Un poco. Is that... Because it's very similar in Italian. Net is so slow. Aw. Can't even watch stream on low quality. Well, good thing I got quality options. Yeah, I do mix them up. Okay. Sweet. We can go. We can leave Port Hanshan. Muy bien. Wait, how do you say... Was a bit Italian-esque. Yeah. I blame Italian. Let's see. Let's go check out Analeus. Ha. Nailed him. Got him. How many languages do I know? I have a command for that.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
Hell yes.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport.
Cunning
I didn't
linguist.
think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Fucile di precisione. Wait, no! Is that Italian? Fucile di... Yeah, I'm from Finland. I'm so confused! I thought you'd be happier. Stella is disappointed. Why aren't you happy?
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day.
I'm ecstatic.
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Belgian? Hey, I know a lot of Belgians. Ah, Italian. Arrendevole? Is that how I should say your name? And thank you for telling me that. I love learning terms in new languages. Would it be fucile di precisione? It's just that now that I'm learning Spanish, my Italian is disappearing again. Or on the other hand, I find it difficult to produce Italian as it is. Ah, wall safe. Of course you need to hack Annalise's wall safe, come on. Exactly. Excellent. Molto bene. This is so exciting. Because Italian and Spanish have deceptively similar grammar, even the vocabulary overlaps at times. So the most difficult part is keeping them apart. Yeah. Can I speak Norwegian? No. But I can probably communicate with a Norwegian person because they could understand my Swedish well enough and I could understand their Norwegian. Sometimes, I mean, they're different languages, but a bit mutually intelligible still, like especially with, you know, body language and stuff. A Norwegian, even Danes and Swedes should be able to sort of understand each other.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
But some terminology is completely different, although the structure is similar.
Why do you ask?
I'm innocent.
Let it where it's due. There's a lot of corruption here. Maybe this will rein it in a bit. So what can I do for you today?
No. Not at all. Americans and Canadians both speak English. Norwegian and Swedish are not the same languages. They're not like dialects of the same language. And it would vary, you know, somebody might find Norwegian more easy to understand, someone else might not really be able, some other Swede might not be able to really, you know, pick up on that at all. No, I think I've seen some Norwegians in here. Stegen is Danish. Is a Dane. We also, at least in the past, we have a fair number of Swedes in here. And also some Finnish people. Whoops, we don't even have business with this guy anymore.
I'll be here.
Access to the garage is restricted.
She sounds so insecure. She sounds like you should be able to just persuade her to let you through, but you can't. Even when you don't have a pass.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Just like,
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Ooh, scary. Also, many people don't know this. Look at the vehicle. It's a Mako. What the hell? It says Mako. But it's not a Mako. Ever tried decrypting this vehicle? Din, 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 din. Boom! Get rooked! What is this? Where'd it go? Done and done. Oh my god, Serana was so annoying in Skyrim. Holy shit. If I ever play Skyrim again, I need a way to shut Serana up. The vampire follower chick. But it looks like a grizzly. Don't you think? It doesn't look like a Mako. The Mako doesn't look like this. But it says Mako. Noval 2552. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. There's a mod for that? I don't doubt it. Is there something there is not a mod for? Skyrim. That is by far the coolest way to deal with these enemies, although I guess it reduces your XP like it normally does. 8 different mods. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I love Laura Bailey. Holy crap, she's like one of the most amazing voice actors I know, but Serana just has too many lines. I just got so tired of hearing it.
What did you do here, Commander?
Hey! Take it easy.
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen?
We are Legion.
Dozens, at least.
Adam JK XX.
I must report to
Welcome
the
aboard.
Board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's go. Here's the actual Mako. Replacing dragons with Yoshis. No, I don't think I want to alter Skyrim that much. I would mostly be interested in, like, you know, stability and performance enhancements, stuff like that, and then maybe some tweaking. As I understand it, there's a custom menu that's pretty much mandatory for PC players to use. But I haven't looked into any of that. I used to play Skyrim on the X360 and PS3, and I haven't played it at all since I got my PC a couple of years ago. Whoopsie. Butterfingers. Making the combat good. It makes sense first. Well, whoopsie. Great. No, we don't need a Kessler 3, that's for sure. Sky UI is essential. Yeah. I once saw a guy who wasn't using that, and the chat was like going crazy, like, how can you not have the thingy menu mod? And the streamer was apologizing profusely. I know. Wait, could that have been Sis? I dreaming? Did Sis ever stream Skyrim? I'm not sure, because often when I watch Sis's streams, I'm like, I woke up literally 30 seconds earlier. Taking fire. Ouch. Shit. These guys mean business. Bop! What do I do? Mako is broken. Holy crap, I didn't remember this being this difficult. Don't drink and drive. I did! So I didn't just dream it. Even on hardest difficulty. Oh, difficulty mods. Yeah, I remember Skyrim being pretty easy. I mean, it was the first, at the time, you know, current gen. Well, it was the first last gen game I ever played, and the only game that had any kind of, you know, that kind of combat. And I was still able to learn it really quickly. Holy shit, what do I do? My Mako was broken. Bring out your dead. Bring out your sniper rifles. I can't aim with mine. Aw. Hey, I didn't. We can see a Mako health bar. What the hell? I would say the handling is easier on PC. Mako, no! It has no health. It is destroyed and there's a hazard. What happens if I save and reload? I probably can't save here though. Bring out... Oops. Rex and Tali. I forgot to bring Liara. So maybe Stella reasons that, oh, Liara doesn't need to see this. I don't know. It'll affect the mission. I totally forgot to bring Liara. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. It's way too arbitrary for the English language. Fix the handling of the Mako. And hello! Incoming, can I call you that? I'm pretty sure if I enter the Mako, I'll just insta-die. Whoops. Tali, you okay there? Oh! Taking hits. Taking fire. You know what? We're gonna run away. Run! I'm fatigued. Boom. No! No! I'm dying! Shield me, Rex! Oh. I thought maybe I could leave the area, you know, and reload that way. Damn, I need to take, you know, just watch out for those guys. We need air support. Eden Prime. I already died once this stream. I died like the first cluster of enemies I encountered, as usual, as I do in multiplayer as well. If I die in a multiplayer match, I at the very least die on wave 1. The first batch of enemies I see, I'm like, hey, enemies, hello. They're hurting me. Then I go down. It's just some, I don't know. I need that first death to focus. Of course it's different, you know, when I play solos and stuff. Name as in the thing that can happen in your brain. Alright, Mako's good. A quick save failed. It's got some guys there still. That's the one. How would I pronounce that? And do you have like a nickname or something? Just curious. Oh boy! No! Hey, I could probably nail them from here if their rockets can't hit me. Cheese strats. Ha. I win, you lose. Still not taking damage. They're so far away. Look, it only goes to, what, 400 meters? Aneurysm. Oh, thank you. Hey, Humble! Long time no see, man. What's up? How you been? The frog. Loco. Isn't that Shepard, though? Blood dilation in the brain. Huh. Snow in Finland yet? No. No snow here. I heard there was snow in Germany. Or some parts of Germany. It's only been cold. It's like frozen over a couple of times in the night. But we haven't had snow. We had very little rain overall, so no snow either. Took a huge break from Twitch, yeah. Yeah, I figured. Hope it was a good break. Wasteland 2. I may have heard of it, but... Aneurysm. Oh, okay. Aneurysm. Aneurysm. Yeah. No, there's not snow here 24/7. There used to be snow here for, you know, most of the winter months. Yes. Cheers. But, not anymore. And even if it snows once, it's pretty likely that the snow will melt away sometime during the winter and then come back. We've had much warmer winters than the kind of winters even I was used to as a kid. I haven't seen a winter like that in a few years. High regions, okay. Yeah. Armature is gone. Yeah, typically we get the first snow in like November, sometimes only December. We usually have snow by Christmas, but it hasn't been the case every single year.
Got it.
Easy decryption. I'm sure it's worth it. The time and effort. And eventually the Omnigel. Ooh, Batarian State Arms. Let's see if we can use any of that. Oh well, doing these minigame thingies give you XP. That's something. If it snows here, everyone goes nuts and starts abandoning their cars. What the hell? That's yeah. It sucks though. Aw, too bad. Wait, you should be able to see the turrets from here. No? Even before I take the ride down. Maybe not here though. Didn't get snow until December. Yeah, sometimes that's the case up here in Finland as well. Well, granted, I live on the southern coast, so the more northern parts of the country might have snow when we don't. Down here in the capital, and of course the city is always a bit warmer than the rest of the country as well. Like typically, even if I just go to my hometown, which is only 50 kilometers from the capital, there might be snow and it might feel colder than it does in the capital. The city warms things up, and it's a harbor city, so it was a bit more humid and stuff. Polar bears, yeah, that's the stereotypical image, that we just have snow all the time and polar bears. Saying that Skyrim did something well actually pained me a little. Yeah, I kind of like lockpicking in Skyrim. And I don't know, I mean, when I started playing Skyrim, I didn't understand anything about gaming in general. I was as casual as you can be. I was coming from a background of semi-professional sports, and the last time I played games was as a little girl, you know, on my PS1. And I played Skyrim as casually as you possibly can. Like, I just played to myself and I just enjoyed it. I couldn't compare it to anything else. Then I found Mass Effect. Yeah, Ice knows that if you put it in phonetics for me, I can understand it. Aneurysm. Makes sense. People believe him. Wait, here we can see them. Ah, there. I'm onto you. Nowhere is safe. Although I guess this guy isn't even gonna move. Gonna make sure I don't drive off the cliff. This music. And look, there's peak 15. Isn't it magnificent? Where's that second one? Wait, maybe up there? Yeah, then I found Mass Effect. Yeah, they look mostly the same. They're on the same altitude. What sport did I play? I wasn't like... it wasn't about playing, it was synchronized skating. Which is like the team branch of figure skating. It originated as cheerleading on ice, but it got more, you know, figure skating elements with time. But there's still things like lifts and vaults and stuff like that. You know, the tricks that we do on ice. It's tons of fun. I'm a judge still in technical special. Oh, when I gave up my active career, I became a technical judge. The scoring system is pretty elaborate, actually. Lots of rules to memorize. Tomorrow is Friday, indeed it is. Table tennis. Wait, where am I going? Ah, right. It's the right way. Yeah, so when I quit skating, or quit my active career, so to speak, I still skate actually in a team of retired skaters like myself and do the judging thingy. But yeah, when I quit, I had time for gaming again. I got back into gaming. But that was like 5 years ago. Can I save here? I don't think I can. What if I go outside? Ding, ding, ding. Oh no. I need to go back far enough that I can save. You love watching skating. Yeah, Luna, when you're good enough, it looks effortless. It never is. It never is. It's like incredibly hard on your legs and your back, like especially knees. Everything. You know, there's a lot of technical skill involved when it looks effortless. But yeah. Skate fails, yeah. Oh man, I've landed on my ass and other body parts as well so many times. So many times. Still can't quick save. Donald is back. Welcome back. Please. Ah, oh, let me save. Glorious. Yeah, synchronized skating used to be a bit more, it didn't used to be that restricted, but then there was a death. A skater. There was like 2 rows of skaters that were coming at each other like this. And they were doing they were holding up their legs against each other, and they were supposed to pass by one another. Their legs were in a 90 degree angle with the blades, just sticking out, and the girl was injured. Got the blade of a friend in her stomach. After that, they had to kind of tighten the rules a bit. But they still do pretty crazy stuff. It was only a couple of seasons back that our own teams here in Finland, they do group lifts where 3 skaters are lifting a skater and skating at really high speed across the ice, and then they dropped one of the skaters, and she kind of came back on her came down on her neck or back or somehow, and couldn't keep on skating, had to quit because of the injury. So that was only a couple of seasons back. So danger. Geth repair drone. Can we hack that thing? Yes. But that's where the excitement comes from. It has to be a bit of danger. But yeah, when something bad happens, it's I've been with a teammate to the hospital, a couple of times. Straight from the arena. I never had a really bad... The worst injury I had myself was just basically, pulling some muscles and breaking my... What's it called? The tailbone. Is it called the tailbone? Tail... Well, the end of the spine. Pronounce. Well, they look Norwegian to me. They wouldn't look the same in Swedish. But in Swedish it would be å. Ass bone. Not the tailbone. Really? Because it, you know, if a term is basically in Finnish, it is tailbone. In Finnish, it's tailbone. In Swedish, it's kind of like tail. Vertebra, I think. You're going down, Juggy. You call it tailbone now. Okay. How would I pronounce that? Also, I think you walked Svanskulta. Yeah. Or in Finnish, häntälu. Lu is bone, häntä is tail. Nah, Zaid, it's what Zer said. Svanskulta. Krogan. Holy shit, that kind of looked like a Colossus when I checked quickly. Shit, sniper. Or not, Rex. It's almost dead. Oh, you're Bulgarian? Hmm. This Krogan needs a lift. Destroy him! Yes. Hold on. Coccyx? Okay. Thank you. Look at those two Krogan just hiding out over there. Bam. Do you even lift? Do they just keep hiding out? Seriously? Yeah, look! Pathetic! Whoops, overheat. I think they're glitched somehow. Look at them. Just standing there. Pathetic. Attack! Looks like they're not affected by the singularity either. They're kind of just stuck. Oh, here they come. I spoke too soon. Goodbye. Here comes the other. Shit, I don't have any biotics available. I'm being punished for my glee. They take it as men. You love this chat? Oh, you feel free to nerd out here, man. I mean, especially when it comes to dictionaries and language and all that terminology, specific terminology. Don't hold back. Throw is gonna save me.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
I loved doing this the first time. The atmosphere was so great. I felt like I was, you know, I was doing so well, progressing. It was such an intriguing, you know, situation and mystery and everything. Would use this chat again. I mean, I never get the opportunity to chat in my own chat, but I think I would chat here too. Like, watch and chat at the same time. Hey, you're not just gonna turn around and shred me to pieces, are you?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
And yeah, guys, I meant to bring Liara, but I totally forgot about it. I guess we can just extrapolate that to Stella. She meant to bring Liara, but she forgot about it. Yeah, but it's not the same. Like, I don't get to watch the streamer. Wait, is there gonna arachnite business going on here? I can't remember the first time you see them. No, it's probably out there in the... with a Geth. With the little cutscene. Manual restart required. No. Damn it. Attempting these is mandatory. I don't care if I don't need the stuff. Hey, Tasuki. Hey, you followed me earlier. Thanks for that and welcome aboard. Wanting to spare Liara. Yeah. Although... Hold on, when did we learn about Benezia? I think we only learned about Benezia being here when we got here. Oops. Sorry, Pop Killer, didn't mean to hit you. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. Anuris. You have to bring her along. She doesn't magically appear. Yeah, Ice and Stagen. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Economics and language. Really wrong. Uldra, welcome aboard. You as well. Seems too sensitive. Yeah, but she takes the death and stuff of her mother, the death and all that, really well, doesn't she? Unexplained? I don't know if it's unexplained. She just gets into, you know, I think all the events that affect her make for a pretty plausible character change. I mean, Shepard himself is surprised at the change in Liara. It's kind of more like a scripted thing. Lady Insanity! I've hardly ever caught Lady Insanity streams. I think they don't go very well with my schedule, but holy shit. Lady Insanity follow. Welcome aboard. Took it well. Indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's not like she's weak. Very weak or sensitive. She's just shy and awkward, I guess. But she's still kind of badass. Hey, what's up, lady? Hey, Zelda, welcome back. Works out perfectly. I'm glad. I think this is also the first time I have a staff member in my chat. I've reached a milestone today. I'd like to thank all my supporters, my family. Bridging comic. Yeah, there is. There is the comic that explains how she recovers Shepard's body. Spoilers! I always laugh at, you know, when people say spoilers after they spoiled something. Well, it's kind of unnecessary at that point. Majority of people didn't read it. Would that affect whether you would read it or not? It's worth a read. There's a huge Solarian in it. I mean, like, that sounded odd. Highlight? What would you highlight? Oops. Yes. Come on, Rex. Mess him up. Melee attack? No. Yeah, it's not a spoiler-free playthrough. I do warn of that in my commands. Which one? I think Stegan is referring to the plan of creating a Bioware team. But maybe some more discussion as to what kind of teams they would be was necessary. I don't know. Stop what? Oh. Hey, I like it inside your brain. I'm not coming out. Handling that tonight. Need to figure out a good way of gathering the names of every person who streams in the community. I think in here we have a pretty good idea. We have pretty much all of them covered. Maybe. But maybe you have your own systems. Hey, what's up, Val? Who enters with a... Who enters laughing his bottom off. That's something. I'm not very focused right now. Last guess. I think. Open my eyes to the glory that is Dragon Age. Man, I've tried. I gave Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition a legitimate chance. And they just don't pull me in. Whoa, that was weird. And if I don't love something, I lose interest in it. Or I never develop an interest for it, really.
What was that? What was that?
They're all in this chat. That's possible. There might be some others. Rachni. The Rachni. Captain Sassy Pants? What? Stegan dude is everywhere. We've converted him to a loyal community member. He's fully indoctrinated. The process is complete. Wait. Alright, they're up here. No! Marksman wasted! Bam bam bam. Alright, Rachni soldiers. Soldier this. I'm almost dead. And their acid doesn't care my my barrier. What? Wasn't your first message? Excuse me. Ah. Oh, Val is familiar with Ash as well. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Didn't see you there, mate. Hey, I could level up. I think I'm gonna level that up a bit. Give a space for someone to possibly think about streaming and then add themselves to the list down the line. Okay. Of course.
We are Legion.
I'm Mattion. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How's it going? Let's try to reach advanced immunity with this guy. Maybe improve our damping a bit. And then hacking, so we can actually hack something that isn't a silly repair drone. We want to hack those big badass units, yo. My health. Wait, I will need. By the way, I will need the medical interface for this. It is time. Because of all the toxic Crap. This level is so toxic, right? Peak 15 confirmed the most toxic community out there. The spiders, yeah.
What's going on?
Tali saying spiders. Ding, 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 ding. Really hesitant toward the second one. Varric, though, made it all worthwhile. Heard part 2 is the best? It's subjective. All the games, each of the games, are somebody's favorite. Hey, Pringtella! What's up? How's it going? Are you feeling better? You were pretty sick last time I communicated with you. Party members, yeah, I always imagine, you know, these conversations in the multiplayer shuttles as well, like when you team up, when you when you have like an awakened collector and 3 other dudes, and the collector is just sitting there with its, you know, bees swarming around its head. It can't speak, it's not saying anything, it's just sitting there, and the others are kind of like, you're better now. Good to hear. Only the person who created the team. I think those given permission can add people to the Twitch team. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not even partnered yet. I don't know if it has anything to do with it at all. I just know that in order to create a team, you need to be a partner. Or staff, I guess. I'm being told that my mic is clipping. Hold on. Let me reduce the gain a little bit. What? It's back to 100. What the hell? I'm so sorry, you guys. I do not understand why this happens. Sometimes the mic level just randomly goes to 100. I wish I understood why that happens. I should sound more pleasant now. Sorry about that. Hey, Pringtella and Froster are hosting us. Thank you guys so much for the support. Internet baby. Bloodborne. Oh, we're talking about Bloodborne now. Tetris. King of games, maybe? Whoops, that overlord is gonna hurt them so bad. Whoopsie, I thought maybe marksman would be available to me, but it didn't. Look at me, I'm almost dead. Shit, can I melee this thing? I meleeed it. Edgy Lovecraftian hopelessness thing? Yeah, some people say they love the Bloodborne atmosphere and lore and setting better. It's just down to personal preference, I guess. But yeah, I much prefer the Dark Souls themes as well. Dark Souls 1 is like one of the most amazing games ever made, in my opinion. And I gotta say, even if I probably won't be playing a whole lot of Dark Souls 3, but I'm still very excited to see how it's gonna turn out. Wow, look at that Ragni. I'm very excited to see how it's gonna turn out.
Anything like them.
Damned if I know, if someone on this mountain does.
Alright, fortunately we have health regen. Puzzle hobble. Doesn't sound familiar. Whoops! Singularity, please. Crap. Do something. Wait, why is Tali using an assault rifle? That is just wrong. Alright. Yeah, a medical interface or some kind of medical upgrade to your armor is pretty much mandatory here. If you ask me, environment is so toxic. Wish I had a medical interface when I go read YouTube comments. Do I play Sonic games? No. I never really played those. Wait, personal logs. Administrator Tartakovsky. That is last time. No more will I use that transport carrier. 3 shipments we lose in Macedon system in 1 month. They are too stupid or too slow. If only Gregor still ran his shipments, he would get what I need and no mercenaries would dare to stop him. Yeah, I summed it up pretty nicely. Hey, sweet, I have 7 grenades. 7 grenades, yo. How do I get out of here? Oh. Not again. I need my abilities to cool down first. Ragnar, can you please wait for just a little bit? I'm gonna go over these later off stream, I think. My inventories. Neural shock. Go for cheap shock value. Which game? Bloodborne? Or are we talking about some other game? Hey, what's up, Fatal? You guys taking a break from Destiny? How's that going? Still Bloodborne, I see. That did sound a bit Bloodborne-esque. Yeah, sure, it's fine. And yours? Bam! Aw, look at those little arachnite babies.
A backup power system, Shepard. Must be for the station mainframe.
So whack it and turn this thing on.
Walking through Darkroot Garden for the first time. 20k souls and 10 humanity. Yup, at work. Aw. Points above Bloodborne are spot on. Yeah, there's a lot of topics being covered here. Omni tool. It's a nexus. Oh my god, finally. Look at that. That is beautiful. Hey, what's up, Hera? I'm gonna create a proper save here. And I need a very short break at this point, so I'm just gonna take a couple of minutes. If there's anything you need to do, do it now. Alrighty, I am back. That's a nice track. I messed up my intro tracks so bad today. Alright. Gonna have to try to make the music some bit smoother. What was that music? Oh, I had it right there on the screen, but I can post you a link. Copy link location. There. Oh, it's, you'll get it as a link to my playlist, but I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, but it's a very nice chill song. Well, thank you, Froster. No problem. Alrighty. Oh, right, I was gonna adjust one thingy. Put the mic level a bit further down still. Okay. Alright, we're ready to continue. Tranquil? What is tranquil? DA kind of tranquil. Not sure I follow, but that's fine. Oh, I need to do something. Hold on. Yes, it's down here. Power junction. Who left this off?
Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Towers of Hanoi. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Okay, Dragon Age thing. Alright. I see. Wait, how do I choose module? But I'm trying. Why do I press? Oh, right, these. Wait, what's the quickest way to do this? Oh, you didn't even have to move them all like that, but it's fine, I guess. Nope, misclick. Oh my god, that music startled me every single time.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
How long this puzzle took me the first time you did it.
Help would be great. Who are you?
Aw, so friendly.
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
I must have issues with one to click. I clicked aimlessly, really? Hated all the VIs. Oh, freaked you out because of how they look. Longer than a lifespan of the sun? What? Yeah, it's a nice game. I don't mind it. You can do it with a lot more than, you know, 4 pieces, of course. puzzling puzzle. Just a lot of back and forth stuff.
Commander Shepard, I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
Oh, hey, Green Draconic.
We are Legion.
It's like every Bioware game. Yeah, it is a bit of a Bioware thing. Ziebzen. Ziebzen? Is that how I say it? Thank you for the follow and welcome aboard. Not Black Box alive. Oh, well, yeah, technically they're just, you know, they just look like, they just have a friendlier user interface, but they're programmed to do specific tasks. They can't harm you. Unless the rogue VI on Luna that became sentient and killed a lot of stuff. Well, I don't know if he killed anybody, but it went berserk.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
The more towers you add. Or do you mean like the higher the towers? Because if you have the same height on the towers and if you have a higher number of spots for them, then it's not as difficult to move them around. Or there's more options. But if you still have only three towers, then if you increase the pieces, increase their heights, then yeah, it becomes difficult. You have to move them back and forth so much.
I need a status report. What systems are down?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Starbot is absolutely just a VI. She has no plans of taking over the galaxy.
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line
Alpha
must
protocol.
be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Tell me what happened here.
Whoops.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific
Oh,
query.
right. Bioware games in general. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I suppose I could give one of those games a proper shot sometime. I've seen some gameplay. I've seen my husband play them, but I haven't felt an incentive to try them out myself. Not like with Mass Effect. I was like, oh man, I need to take matters into my own hands. Start my own playthrough.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation 2 breached. Tram shut down. Landline to hot labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Creatures. Wait, does Shepard and Squad even realize that those are Rachni? Was there talk of that earlier?
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
Clear separation between the story and the gameplay. Well, yeah, I don't have a lot to compare that to.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
I died up here last time.
Manual restart required.
All that toxicness. Let's
User alert.
quick save just in
Landline
case.
connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Oh yeah, Dark Souls. If you enjoy Dark Souls, it should pretty much revolutionize your what's it called? Your idea of how a story even can be told.
Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
A lot of people like to say that, well, there is no story, there is no plot, but it's just because it isn't, you know, force-fed to us.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
As if, you know, if you have to go look for it, it's not there.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Roof spiders, yeah. I actually died here last time. Ooh. Had they, like, spawned already? I'm doing it! I swear.
We are Legion.
Joe Dragon. Thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Enemies, please. I can only see like a couple. Alright.
We are Legion.
Eris. 2114. Welcome as well. Thank you for the follow. Shit.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Die! Hey, what's up, Eris?
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
I heard you the first time, Mira! Oh yeah! Okay, let's throw these guys around. Emphasis on story? Yeah. Ooh, those toxic projectiles. No! Overheat! Damn. Yeah, this is the first Mass Effect. Sentinel is your favorite class. Yeah, the Sentinel is great. Help! I wonder if the overload damage will do anything at all to take them out. Shit, shit, shit. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Come on, Rex. Oh, look at this. I died. The arachnite got its claws on me.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Yeah, this is Fallout 4.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Yeah, it looked painful. I mean, the arachnite just came out and stabbed me in the stomach. He didn't prime my Call of Duty. Yeah, this is okay. Oh wait, hey, I think we still have some kind of geth synthetic thingies. Oh yes. Shredder rounds. That's better. Sarin theme. Ice even gets excited about the death mission, critical mission failure music. Natural death. Hey, laughing viewer, what's up? Oh boy. All right, let's yeah, this is right. Toxic damage, sure. I hope arachnite are not, you know, resistant to toxic or anything like that. Let's give her shredder rounds just in case. Shred. Wait, what pistol are we using? Stinger? It's fine. I guess I should have done that. Or, you know, quick save after that. Wait, what? Is it dead? No, it's up there. Oh shit.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Sabotage! Help! Well, the barrier is not gonna help, but I'm gonna use it anyway. The door closed! When my teammates come back. I should probably just take the elevator down. Help! Okay, lift. No!
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Cheesing the last soldier.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Go! It's cheesing me back. Got it. Dunglish. Wait, are you also Dutch? Potato quality. Oh, arachni are natural? But these arachni, are these natural? Think about it. How they've been brought back to life. Isn't that a little atrocious? Against, you know, I don't know. Something something. Shit. No! You're getting thrown, bud. Sweet. I can solo this. You're Dutch. We have so many Dutch people in here. People who speak Dutch. We have both.
User alert.
I think they're mostly Belgians.
Main reactor shut down in
The ones
accordance
that I
with
know.
emergency containment procedures.
Oh, hi.
Manual restart required.
I think that's it. Famous last words.
User.
Shut her up. Portuguese people. Pranks is Portuguese. Not that I know Prangdella, but it's possible. We had some, I think the Portuguese speakers I've had in here have mostly been Brazilian, but I know Brazilian Portuguese is a bit different than Portuguese.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Don't you have a mute button, Mira? Ah, yes. Ah. Oh shit! These Rachni always freak me out. It doesn't care about my singularity. Wow. Colonies don't count. Yep.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now entering main reactor.
Oh, but now we're facing death.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Time to switch things up again. Tungsten. Wait, that was all I had? Aw. We'll have to shredder rounds. Let's do cryo rounds. Hey, wait, we can give Rex a better shotgun. Alright, perfect. Oh, this could be much better. No, not much better. There we go. Sometimes this fight can be a bit difficult, I think. But we have the kind of abilities that should allow us to... Oh, we could equip that, but well. We should be able to handle it with the squad. Corporate espionage over this part. Yeah, I suppose getting to Rift Station can be a bit tedious. But honestly, I think the fighting the hordes of husks and the clone, the Asari clone on Pharos against the Thorian is far more tedious than any of these.
User alert. Main reactor shut down
assignments
in
are
accordance
Noveria.
with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Get Stalker. Can we hack it? I don't think so. Oopsie. Oh. Whoa, No, get the destroyer. Shit, let's lift him. Start with hello and go from there. Fortunately, these aren't as tanky as they might seem. Wow. Whoopsie. Okay. Take it easy. What's that sound? Wait. Hold on. That's cheating. Oh no. Wait. I was actually down there. Sneaky little advice balls. Kenneth. Why did I call you Kenneth? Ken has so much more life experience than the rest of us. I'm trying to say you're old. XCOM style remake of Mass Effect.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Get over here. Get out and fight.
Restart required.
Creepy stalkers. Interesting bugs here. Yeah. How games should be made. Oh, well, just because you... I mean... You know, nothing wrong with having a strong opinion about what kind of games you want to play. What you think games should be like.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Ooh. What's going on here? It's a lone juggernaut. Hey Juggy. What brings you here? Christ. Get lifted. Whoops, wrong way. Yeah, playing peekaboo with juggernauts for days. Let me out. I think we're still gonna get ambushed. We need to go over to the other side.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
This is such a cool level. Look at this, I love it. Damn. And all that, wow.
The HE3 fuel lines cut.
Yay, I fixed them. Damn. Goodbye. That was easy. Wait, what is going on here? Oh! Crap, how did I equip the sniper? Not in the mood to play games, stalker.
All targets down.
And this time I'm not gonna let the arachnoid jump scare me. I'd never played XCOM, so I couldn't tell. Fantastic Four. Not another Fantastic Four movie. Ooh! I almost got scared. Damn it. I need a heatsink. I just need a heatsink. I'm not getting nearly the full use out of Marksman. Let's see what we can do. Whoopsie. Hey, excellent. More medical interfaces. And we can, I think for the time being, switch back to these, the weapon and ammo upgrades that do more damage to organics. Let's do Shredder. Oh, I don't have anything better. Alright, nice. Wait, what did I pick up that I was gonna... Nothing, I guess. Let's give him incendiary. Super sick. Throat hurts. Yeah. Shouldn't go to school if you're not feeling well. Poor Tali with her crappy armor. What are these sleeves? Do you mean my wrist warmers? These? These striped ones are actually supposed to be N7 wrist warmers that my grandma made for me. I tried to explain to her that I only wanted, you know, the red strip and the 2 white strips on the side, but she took a bit of creative freedom in just making them striped all around. But I'm still kind of happy with them. Yeah, I need wrist warmers pretty much around the year, except in the hottest summer months. Or in the summer months, I guess. Because my hands just go numb and cold. Get cold. Alright, guys. Rift Station. We're going to Rift Station.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Great.
They're locked in.
We will fight them. Long-sleeved sweater. I don't know, it could get a bit hot. I'm basically just wearing a t-shirt and then I'm wearing something for my... I mean, my extremities tend to get cold and numb. So I'm fine with like a t-shirt and then the wrist warmers for now. Ouch. Christ! That toxic damage is super bad.
I can't see them.
Come on, Tali. Stand so you can see them. Carnage. Do it. Alright, I was gonna put on the heatsink. I'm dying again.
Good to go, Shepard.
Good to go, Shepard. I don't want to die. Okay, I'll live. Rex is standing there. Oh, it wasn't so difficult, was it? Oh, shit!
Clear.
Wait, what was that room? Oh, I guess I could have just, killed him from in here, no? Ah, yeah, that was the thing.
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the construct.
I smell trouble.
Oh! Well. Alright. Yeah, Tali got a little wrecked there. Future's kind of Mira or Avina. Those are both good options. Maybe Mira. She's had all this time with, you know... She's probably, I don't know, would she be less regulated than Avina? I don't know. Then again, Avina is attached right onto Reaper Tech. Who knows? No, tramline. Downloading Inquisition. Wow, 30 gigs.
Departing Central Station.
Hell yeah.
Rift Station.
Nothing like fighting poisonous beasts when your immune system is weaker than a wet water-soaked tissue paper.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Oh yeah, I much prefer snow to rain as well. I mean, the dry winters are the best. When you can, I mean, I feel like I only really freeze when it's moist outside. If you're like, if your clothes get wet and it's just damp, that kind of cold just gets under your skin. But if it's cold enough and things stay mostly dry, the water doesn't even, or the snow doesn't even melt, or the ice, that tends to feel much warmer. Hey. Pointing their guns at us.
Stand down.
Alright, it's cool.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Dampest inland areas of North America, huh? Yeah, in a way, Fro, but I still like it when it's cold outside.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore.
Poor
First
Han.
we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out
So
here and
heroic.
protect the civilians.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're
Sweet.
certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Hey, what's up, Simmer? Hello.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. If something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
He was like, facilities like these are stupid, exist only to get people killed. Well, too bad you ended up here as some kind of security chief. Shouldn't be watching because spoilers. You're planning to play this yourself? Do it. Do it, Simmer. You're missing out. Entire planet is a biohazard dump? Oh, not really. It's just, you know, the corporation's doings. If they do some nasty experiments, they need a way to dispose of them.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here.
Butterfingers.
Did the aliens come from inside?
You want my personal opinion?
Even more Butterfingers.
Labs like
Tell
that
me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
You lose so many hours of your life. Yeah, imagine if I hadn't started playing Mass Effect. How would I have filled that huge block of time in my life? I'll never know.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
Haven't gone very far. Dragon Age has distracted you again. Ah.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
Aww. So I guess Shepard and these guys don't even know the Arachni.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Have I decided who to romance? Yes, I think I have.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial
Yeah, but I
wave.
won't tell you.
They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
Cringy romance?
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Are there such romances?
Hell! Man the perimeter!
Go, go, go!
Ooh, the panic. The panic. What? Stream died? Things seem fine on my end. Anybody else having trouble? Hey, Boogie. Moo. Come on, get a hitbox. Alright. I'm taking cover. Damn. Come on, Tali. Hit him with the carnage.
Enemy is everywhere!
Holy shit. There's a slaughter! Alright. Everybody alright?
Thanks
Stream
for
is
the
giving
help.
me. Okay.
Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
Apparently aneurysm had some issues then. Enemies everywhere! Yeah. Not a problem.
Do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Isn't the stream supposed to be like offline? Picnic. Panic. I guess it's mostly symbolizes panic that has to do with the broadcast going offline. This dude has such good dialogue.
I'd kill for a P204. Just hold down the trigger and zap. Hallway full of flash-boiled bugs. Captain tell you about the hot labs? I wouldn't go there. Bug Central.
Bug Central.
Didn't think I'd see this kind of action after retirement.
Ah, he's retired.
I'd kill for a P204. Just hold down the trigger and zap.
P204. I don't know what that is.
Something you need?
Some model of some gun, I guess. Nah, we asked about all this.
You and me both.
And last time with Yaya, we actually went straight down to the hot labs, and when we came back, everybody was hostile. We won't do that this time. Misspelled word. Mm-hmm. Hot labs. This lady.
What?
What? She should be chewing, you know, Asari chewing gum. Hey, what's up, Jones? Welcome back.
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
Maybe hand cyanide. I will try to do as much as possible, sure. I might resort to, you know, ticking boxes, making sure I have everything. Because yeah, I do want all the XP. I'd like to hit level... Can you hit level 50? You should be able to hit level 50 in one playthrough, right?
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Or does it require... chewing and sorry. Linguistic? Oh, the exam? The exam went pretty well. Had to write 3 essays in just 2 hours. Possible in one playthrough. Yeah, I think it should be. I'm gonna attempt that. Yeah. Yeah, I had to write the essays real fast. Whoops. But I think I did all right.
Technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
I see.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Inconsiderate much?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Yep, she's grumpy. Assays.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Do you know President Huerta of Earth? I did not think so.
Benezia passed through here. You didn't see her?
I saw her. You asked if I knew her. I do not.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Oh, actually, Alestia here may have a bit of an agenda of her own. Pitosi.
I welcome you.
Oh, Alcor.
Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
Good question.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
I welcome you. Yeah. Light armor human. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not that much. In fact, it's not better than what I have at all. Really. Biotic amp. No. Fitting Elko remote. Cooldown. I don't know. I might purchase that for Tali, actually. I mostly need the cooldown bonus on her. Let's do it. Let's do it! Right, time to sell some crap. Lancer. Oh wait, these aren't worth anything. Let's start with these. Oh. Maybe I don't have the patience for this right now. So many katanas. Forged cheer. Eternal screaming.
Relieved. It's pleasant to see you.
Hey Wild, welcome back. Show me what you got.
I'll see you later.
Grimly, I will hope it is so.
Wow, all the people still capitalizing all the race names. You need not bother hitting shift, people. Race names are generally capitalized. Kinda like human.
What? No!
The only ones are Reapers, Protheans, and Collectors.
Sorry.
Out of the common ones, anyway.
Sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
I would be glad to know I don't even need to capitalize in order to be correct.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Shift is...
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis
Love
over there.
Shift is life.
There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What sort of work do you do here?
Can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
He has a fairly broad mouth. I don't think you see Salarians with this kind of mouth later on.
You're not happy on Peak
The
15?
Trilogy.
The outside world doesn't exist.
I know.
Just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing. I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering.
Wide mouths. Oh, really?
None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Wait, yeah, the medbay is here. Hey, what's up, ninja? Aw, your words wound me. This was a very enriching experience, this dialogue. A truly great conversation.
What do you want?
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
Oh, well, that's courteous of you.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
Ooh, Stella's so assertive.
Finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
There are experiments here. Mira. I love that way of speaking. It's like Francis Kit as well in the Citadel DLC. With a Krogan cast.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Biowar attack?
Damn Solarians just love to play with bugs.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Yeah, there haven't really been any major decisions so far, because, you know, on Therum there's only one outcome. And we haven't done any other significant assignments, I'd say. Good evening, Madier. How's it going? Okay, Sarah. You have a good night as well. Thanks for hanging out, as always. I'll catch you later.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd follow. Again. Have a good night as well. And I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm our doctor, but
not yet.
The doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid.
Han, I think.
We had a medic, Dr. Stella, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Alright, thanks for hanging out, Prings. I hope you feel even better tomorrow. Good night. Coincidence.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can
oh, wait, yeah. You get into the room, yes, where you synthesize the cure. Exactly. Yeah, it's one restricted area. Here, a restricted room in the area, I suppose. I was thinking of a different restricted area. Quarantine in the barracks. And we'll get to talk to the poor traumatized Volus, who's the only Volus left. Yeah, you can get in there now. Let's talk to the Volus first.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
Oh.
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
Things.
About
Shepard's
the Rachni?
adamant.
Don't screw with me, they can't be Rachni.
Yeah, it's weird because the player finds out that they're Rachni because of the enemy unit name, you know, Rachni soldier, Rachni worker, all of that. But technically you don't find out they're Rachni until here. A Renegade or Paragon. Well, it's mostly gonna be Paragon, I think. But you know, I always mix it up a little.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
No, so
crazy.
Venomous.
I'm saying.
What?
God.
No, it's still comfy inside your brain. Don't get any ideas. I'll know about them anyway.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Answer the question.
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Seeing a bot talking to another bot.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
There was a bot a chatter could have a decent conversation with. Nice. Yeah, I've seen some of those on Wikia as well. You can ask them questions and they will answer.
Could Matriarch Venezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah. Hold on. Extinct races.
50,000, though now extinct.
Let's read about the Rachni. This is the first we hear about them. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. See, here's a good demonstration of, not capitalized, but when it's in the title, capitalized. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the Hive Queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic homeworld. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the Queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy. ME3 story talk? What do you mean? Hey, Beef Train. You love my readings? Well, thank you. I certainly like reading the codex entries. There's always something you missed, something you didn't read in a long time. Okay, there's no secondary entries on the Rachni yet.
Combat hard suits use a
I think we read about mass accelerators last time.
Iotics is the ability.
Ooh, Omni-tool. Hey, we just found a cool Omni-tool. Let's read. No, wait, we have read this. No, maybe a secondary. Handheld devices that combine a computer microframe. No, I've read this. Yeah. Standard issue for soldiers and first aid colonists. Imagine. I want to be a colonist. Oh, what's here? Well, this is another that is probably overlooked a lot. We'll read it later. It's kind of long. Genetic engineering! Guys, this is super interesting. In the 22nd century, the century we're living in here. Wait, Arshmalu. Good send-off? Yeah, I disagree. I mean, yes, it's a fun DLC, but I find it difficult to include in my headcanon. I have my own solution for that. But it's a parody, Say it didn't have a good story leading up until the end. Yeah, sure. I agree with that, Beef Train. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Oh, I wasn't let down. But yeah, genetic engineering, you guys. In the 22nd century, manipulation of the human genome became commonplace. Techniques of genetic engineering advanced to the point where the rich would custom build fetuses that grew into stronger, smarter, and more attractive adults. In more permissive regions, custom-designed life forms and uplifted animals occupied an ill-defined niche between property and sapient being. Travel to planets with unique forms of life brought an awareness that Earth's unique biodiversity could be lost if spliced and hybridized to gain useful alien qualities. The Sodom-Wolcott Genetic Heritage Act was passed by the Systems Alliance Parliament in 2161. It imposed sharp restrictions on controversial use of genetic engineering, but provided government subsidies for beneficial applications. Screening and therapy. Most governments provide free assessments and corrective therapy for genetic diseases in a prospective parent. This has nearly eliminated everything from cystic fibrosis, sorry if I say that wrong, to nearsightedness. The earlier screening and therapy is performed, the more comprehensive the results. Though ideally performed on artificially fertilized zygotes in a lab, procedures are available for embryos in the womb and newborns, out of respect for personal beliefs. Enhancement. Improvement of natural human abilities is illegal, but adding new abilities is not. Treatments to improve strength, reflexes, mental acuity, or appearance are permitted. Adding a tail or the ability to digest cellulose is not. Some genetic enhancements is provided for free to Alliance military recruits, but the average citizen must pay for the privilege. The process can take years to reach fruition in an adult. Engineering. Artificial hybridization of genes from compatible non-human species with human genetic code is illegal. Creation of designed life is broadly legal and mainly used for terraforming and medical applications, but sentient creatures are heavily regulated, and creation of sapient life is outlawed by both the Systems Alliance and the Citadel Council. Very interesting codex entry that is just, you know, kind of just pops in there at some point. Zystic? Okay. Kistic? Cystic? Oh. Well, maybe typically people have heard different things. Several pronunciations are possible. Alright, let's do this. Let's go synthesize the cure.
This one will get you. How can you tell jokes? So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen.
Cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis. I missed the consonant in there. Thank you. Cystic then. I'm positive. Oh man, we missed the joke.
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre sent by the Citadel.
There aren't
Thank you,
any
Ice.
human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Wait, hold on. Did I not activate the mission? Oh, right, we need to talk to the captain. Don't use Reddit. I check out the Mass Effect subreddit. I lurk in there. I even commented recently when somebody was asking why Batarians don't, you know, why they aren't upset whenever they see Shepard and stuff over blowing up their home system. Yeah, Ice is my go-to anything guy. Yeah, phonetic script.
Yes?
Oh wait, no, not this guy.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
I can, as soon as I find the right man. Have to go eat supper. Alright, thank you, Simmer. Have a great supper. Lord Wallenbear. Cheers for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
Yeah, I mean, The Batarians would like to blame Shepard for it. But I mean, it was pretty much gonna happen anyway. And the Alliance needed somebody to blame as well. Technically, Shepard didn't really do anything wrong. Technically, Shepard stopped the Reaper invasion. By letting it happen. No, the Reapers could have come through.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. Alright, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
If that's the only way you'll let us in, I agree.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Renegade option on that all because of the Batarian. What do you mean, beef train? Okay, Tremlor. Thanks for hanging out. Man, I'm starting to be kind of tired myself. And I got class tomorrow and I still need to eat and stuff. I'm almost a little tempted to leave the Benezia fight for next time. Because people had to leave already. Oh. Because this is gonna take like... With everything that goes into all of this, I think it might take almost an hour still. Unless I like cut it right after beating Benezia. And Arshmaloo, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome aboard. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, Metagel? Well, yeah, he still mistrusts you after you've given him the gel, and is like, oh, you're not gonna send anybody after me. Abandoned ship. Yeah, I'm super tired, actually. Had a long day. And, you know, I want this...
We are Legion.
Yeah, I want the fight to feel epic. I want to be, you know, energetic. We can manage our inventory and read some codex entries, finish the assignments, then go in, fight Benezia, and continue on to some cool assignments. Maybe Pharaohs. Tomorrow. Same time, same place. Indeed, hit that follow button if you want to know when I go live. I stream Mass Effect. thanks to all of you for hanging out. Nice to see some new names in here today. Alright, let's see if anybody's streaming and we can host them. Doo-dee. Doo-dee-doo. Aw, none of our friends are streaming. In that case, I will simply...
We are Legion.
Put on a song. Yeah. A bit of a song. Thank you guys for hanging out again. I will finish this next time. Have a great night. I will see you soon. Take care. Wait, which button is this? This one? Yes. Indeed. Have a great night. I will see you very soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.